Alrighty, guys, what is going on? What I need you guys to do is I need you to let me know, can you hear me? I had it paused for a second there so that you couldn't hear any kind of crazy noise going on here in the room before, I wanted you guys to. So let me know if you can hear me. K-Bob, Captain K-Bob, what's going on, brother? Caleb, welcome to the chat room. Can you hear me? Let me know that you can hear me, that I'm coming in loud and clear. And then we're going to get this going here. And I think I might need my glasses because the live stream's a little further away than normal because I have my mic here. I have everything going on here. So I might need to use my glasses. Can you hear me? Caleb, I'm trusting you. Let me know if you can hear me. Awesome. Perfect, man. Perfect. Does it sound good? The whole point of me using this microphone, the whole point of me connecting my podcasting equipment to my computer is so that hopefully the audio is actually crisper sounding. Like this should be making it sound 10 times better than the previous podcasts or the previous live streams, not the podcasts. So let me know, man. And we're gonna let some other people roll on in here. I just did the posts about it. Indeed, perfect, dude, perfect. Yeah, so I did the posts. Gonna let some other people roll on in here, and then we're gonna get this thing going here. I think I can see through here. Let me see. All right, yeah, much better, much better. Awesome. One second. All right, perfect. There we go. Awesome. So, Caleb, you are the first one in here, man. So you get the honors. You get the honors of cheersing with me. Of course, I'm drinking the famous water. But cheers with whatever the hell you want to cheers with, brother. Well, hold on. First, we gotta cheers right there. Cheers, right there. So how's it doing, man? How you been? Is the quarantine going good? I know I'm kind of losing my shit here, man. Definitely feeling the cabin fever. So it's a Stephen King theme? No, actually it's not. I mean, yeah. So I got the Shining shirt, rocking there. Love this shirt. And then of course I do have all this stuff going on back here. And it's not a Stephen King theme, but I wanted to kind of change the backdrop a little bit, and especially since I had the shirt, I felt like this is the perfect opportunity to do that. So, well, I'm gonna wait for some other people to come in here, but no, it's not a Stephen King theme. It's just a hangout, man. It's just a hangout because we're all stuck at home, right? We're like the title of this stream. We're all stuck together, or no, what is it? We're all together at home. We're all hashtag together at home. Leaf, my man, what's going on, man? How's the audio sound? I know you potentially might be watching with Caleb, so if he says the audio is good, then the audio is good. But if you're watching on another device, can you hear me? Does the audio sound better than the last live stream? Because that's the whole point of me using these beautiful mics. I love these fucking mics, these pod mics. They're the best. Leaf Chapman, green screen and change the background every time. You can even buy a green sheet and use your Mac to change it. That'd be sick. Dude, you would have to teach me how to do that shit because I'm honestly surprised that I was able to figure out how to set everything up here and get it working and sounding okay. So, K-Bob, do a giveaway. Ooh. Like a giveaway here on the stream. I like that idea. I don't know what I would give away, but yeah, definitely. I'm always open to giveaways. Fun fact: when I first started on YouTube, one way that I kind of sneakily gained a lot of subscribers was I did giveaways for like Blu-rays that were coming out. So on Tuesdays, I would go to the store, I would buy a Blu-ray, and I would buy another same exact copy of that Blu-ray. So yes, I was essentially, wasting money, but I would literally say, okay, I'm giving away one of these Blu-rays, and then I put the video out there. And those videos, I obviously took them all down. You can't find them. But those videos always got the most people because people love giveaways. So I think that's how I kind of naturally acquired all the subscribers here on the channel. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So I love giveaways. So I think that's a really good idea. Leaf says audio's good watching on TV. Yes. Fucking love it, man. Fuck. Just start giving people stuff out your house. Just kind of be like, hey, so put it in the penny saver is what you're talking about, or like the newspaper, like get a little ad going. Giveaway at, I'm not gonna say my address. Well, he almost got me there. But giveaway at so and so. No. You have to tune in. You have to tune into the goddamn live stream, and that's how you're gonna get a giveaway. So. iDef can give me your Dr. Sleep, dude. Have you seen have either one of you seen Dr. Sleep? I fucking love. It's so weird. It's so hard to remember which way to point. I love Dr. Sleep so much. It is such. I saw it with Jarrett actually. Jarrett and I saw it. Jarrett did not like it, but I definitely really enjoyed Dr. Sleep. Let's see here. Give out office space to your first viewer from today. That is so funny because obviously that's Caleb. I love it, man. Oh my God. Dude, I'm kind of torn because I want to watch it. I want to make you proud. And then on the other hand, I don't know when I'm actually going to do that. It's not like I don't have the free time because let's be real, we all have the free time. It's just sell it to me. Sell it to me in the chat room. Tell me exactly why, besides the reasons you've already given me. Give me a really insanely good reason why after this live stream, I should turn on my television and I should watch Office Space. Let me join your stream. Dude, you are joining the stream. I honestly, and obviously can't do it for this one because it is live and I don't want to mess anything up. And I'm very happy with how everything has been turning out. But I don't know how to bring people onto live streams. I'm using OBS. I used to use Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts was simply incredible when it came to doing live streams because you could have like anybody. You could just send them this like code, this link. They would click it and they'd be instantly joined. I don't know how to do that for OBS. So, because I used to host a show, No Fate But What We Stream. It was like obviously like a Terminator thing, and the guy that I hosted it with, when Google Hangouts was canceled and went away and wasn't available anymore, him and I had to drop the show because we actually had a day set aside where we were trying to figure out how to sorry, just going to raise the mic here a little bit. I was trying to figure out how to do OBS, and him and I couldn't figure out how to do it. We connected, which was really, really cool because I was even surprised that we were able to connect. But other than that, yeah, nothing else happened with that because you couldn't hear him, you couldn't hear me. It would like alternate between us, which was cool, but you couldn't hear the other person. And obviously that's not ideal. You want a Google Hangouts kind of thing, which was so intuitive. If you ever used Google Hangouts, or if anybody has ever used Google Hangouts, you know that the second you started talking, it would shift to your camera. So it was really intuitive, really easy to get it going there. So I don't fucking know, man. But definitely at one point, I definitely want to get people on. You know what I mean? Like have another person on. You start getting too many people, and then it starts getting distracting. So I definitely want to, definitely get one person on per stream. So let's see here. Captain K-Bob, no, we have not. Damn it, I don't know what that's in reference to. I've been talking so much. What else do you have to do? We are halfway through 1917 and paused it to watch the stream, but so far it's good. Dude, that's that war movie, right? That's that war movie that's supposedly shot in one take, or there's like a scene or two scenes or a couple scenes, few scenes that are all one shots. Oh man, yeah, I really want to check that film out. Love me a good war movie. I love so some of my favorite ones, like the obvious one is Saving Private Ryan or Saving Ryan's Privates. I mean, that's essentially what they were doing. Either way you look at it, they were trying to save Private Ryan and in turn save his privates. Um, but that's a classic. That's one of my favorites. Tom Hanks is so fucking good in that movie, right? Um, Also, I really, really like, believe it or not, Pearl Harbor. Not a lot of people like Pearl Harbor. I think Pearl Harbor is kind of underrated. I think too many people hate on it. Yes, it's factually incorrect. I totally 100% get it, but um, it is what it is. You know, I mean, it's entertaining beyond belief. That's for damn sure. So, Pearl Harbor's great. Hacksaw Ridge that came out in like 2015 with Andrew Garfield, directed by uh, what the hell am I trying to say? Directed by Mel Gibson. That's so good. Um, Other war movies that I really like. Oh, Full Metal Jacket. Duh. I mean, we're doing like it's like a Stanley Kubrick night unofficially. Full Metal Jacket is so good, right? With Arlie Ermy. I think one of my favorite lines in there is, "I didn't know they stack shit so high or that high." Like, because he asks the guy, "How tall are you?" And the guy goes, 5'10", sir. And he goes, "I didn't know they stack shit that high." That's such a good. Oh my god, that's such a good line. Another one is, "You look like you can suck a golf ball through a garden hose." Oh my god, so fucking good. Ooh, we got Ollie. Oliver. Do you mind if I call you Ollie? I'm gonna start calling you Ollie. We got Ollie Mercer in the chat. Hey Eddie, hope all is well. It is, man. Ooh, so you initiated it right there with the virtual fist bump. So here we go, guys. It's tradition with these streams now. We're gonna do a virtual fist bump in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there. I forgot where the camera was. Hopefully I didn't blow anyone's ears out with that. It's really interesting. You have to kind of figure out how to, like, I think I sound better that way, like if I'm talking directly into the mic. But of course, now I'm at this weird angle where like the camera should be here. Unfortunately, I'm kind of situated between my bed and my closet, so I kind of have to turn to the side. But I feel like you can still hear me, right? You guys can definitely hear me. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So Oliver Mercer, my damn Facebook and Instagram's playing up. It's a bitch. I could reply to your Instagram attachment earlier, but I'll sort it. Oh, okay. All right, man. Hell yeah, dude. It's all right, man. I just I really appreciate you being here, and everybody let me know that the audio's good. I mean, I think people would have let me know by now that they can't hear me, but I think you can hear me, and I'm so excited. I'll say it a few times throughout this stream as more people join, but I am so pumped that I was able to figure out, because I'm actually kind of technically inept a lot of times when it comes to technology. I was really excited that I was able to figure out how to hook up my Rodecaster Pro, which is what I use to record my podcast. And I was able to hook up my microphone, the Rode Pod mic, which is just an incredible microphone. And I was able to hook it all up to my MacBook and get everything going, get OBS going, get the live stream. Oh my gosh, it's so technical. I mean, it really is technical to do a live stream, but it's fun. I mean, I love doing this. This is my 5th one, and I'm having a blast doing these. And I love that you guys tune in and you guys talk in the chat room, and we shoot the shit. Right? It's Saturday night, like Panic at the Disco says. Oh, it's Saturday night. I pray for the wicked on the weekend. I do pray for the wicked on the weekend. Let's see here. Leaf Chapman. Yes, war movie, continuous camera, well edited. One shot, the entire film is one take. Oh man, those movies that are like that, that's so ambitious. That's fucking awesome. And I don't know if a war movie has ever attempted that. That might be the first war movie. If that is what it is, that might be the first war movie to do that, which is really fucking sweet. Yeah, Saving Private Ryan, K-Bob. Ooh, we got Leticia Stutz. Welcome back, Leticia. Good to see you in the chat room. What does she say? What a phony. You said you don't live Oscar bait? Oh, love Oscar bait. No, I I really don't like Oscar bait. I think that's exactly what it is. It's Oscar bait. But I mean, a good movie is a good movie. It's just unfortunate that they always hold on to it. You know what I mean? Like they always hold on to those movies until the end of the year. That's what makes it shitty. It's like just release it throughout the year. You know, a good movie is a good movie. It's gonna get the attention if no matter what. You know. So let's see here. Captain K-Bob, love Pearl Harbor. Yes. Leaf, Letty is MVP of the day. Ooh, look at that. We got them fist bumping. Taylor Jones is in the chat room. Welcome back, Taylor. You've been a part of, I'm pretty sure you've been a part of every single live stream, which is so fucking sweet. So, or maybe not the first one. Were you in the first one? I don't think you were in the first one. Someone was in the first one with me. It might have been Virginia, which I'm surprised Virginia's not in here yet, but who knows? She might be babysitting her cats. I don't know. It looks like Leticia's given me the peace sign, or she could be responding to Leaf. No one knows. So there is that. Leaf, it sounds like a podcast. Don't worry about sound. Awesome, dude. That's so sweet. I'm so pumped because look, I mean, I know I'm using my MacBook, so I don't have the highest quality when it comes to the video, but there is a statistic, and I do have to slow down when I say that word because I'll start like blurring it all together. It'll statistic, sort of like Fun with Dick and Jane, if anyone's ever seen that movie with Jim Carrey. There is a statistic that proves people will watch if people are more likely to watch if the audio is incredible and the video is kind of subpar, versus more people are likely to not watch if the video is incredible 4K but the audio is really shitty. So I think that's a testament to the power of audio, and that's why I love doing audio. Plus, it's weird. I can hear myself in my headphones. This is the first time doing a live stream with the headphones, and I can literally hear myself. So I can kind of, monitor how I sound, and it's fucking awesome. I love doing this shit. God damn. Durant Cinema. Dude, my brother from another mother. Ooh, I got to cut my fingernails. Look at that. Yeah, I definitely got to cut my fingernails. They're getting a little too long. I'm just getting lazy, guys, during this whole quarantine. But dude, Durant Cinema, oh my gosh. Oh, I just joined with Ed singing. Yes. Guys, let me just tell you something, okay? Last night I recorded my 50th episode with Durant Cinema, okay? I wanted to save him for episode 50 because I love Dave. Him and I have known each other for years. He's one of my close YouTube friends, but he has transcended YouTube. He is just one of my close friends, dude. That's how I feel about you. And I had him on last night on the podcast, just like this. I was sitting here in my room, just like this, headphones, pod mic and everything. And we did the 50th episode, and it was a 3+ hour podcast of me and Dave. And if you guys do not know Durant Cinema, what is going on, you have to check out his channel. He's so funny. Him and I, we just, oh my gosh, we gel so easily. And towards the end of that podcast, we literally are just losing our shit laughing. I don't think I've laughed harder on the podcast. I was crying from laughter with the shit that we were talking about. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Obviously, I mean, that's part of, hyping shit up. It is just so good. It's so good. And I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm just talking about from his end, at least, you know what I mean? Like I might be shitty, but I mean, Dave is just, oh my God. And I'm dying laughing. So, it's a bomb ass 50th episode. So dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, potentially my favorite episode that I have ever done. I have a lot of favorite episodes of the podcast, but that one might take the cake. Let's see here. Captain K-Bob, that song is trash. What? No, you guys don't like Leaf. If one more Panic song is sung, I leave the stream. You guys don't like Panic at the Disco? Look, I mean, I am not like a die-hard Panic at the Disco fan. Like you would never see a backdrop with like Brendan Urie and shit, like a Brendan Urie action figure and whatnot. It's not that it's not that big of a fandom, but I think that they have some good songs. Honestly, I won't sing anymore because I don't want you guys to leave. But that is one of my favorite songs. It's called "Say Amen." And then I think it's like parentheses around it. It's Saturday Night or something like that. He has an incredible high note in that fucking song towards the end there. It's just he hits a oh man, Brendan Urie's got a great voice. I actually saw him. I actually saw Panic at the Disco live like a long time ago. They did it at Jacksonville Landing, which is in obviously Jacksonville, Florida. For anybody that doesn't know, it's like this sort of mall, and then like in the middle is a giant kind of mini stage like that, like if that makes sense. It's a big arena, but the stage isn't that big, but the area that you can chill out in is pretty large. And they did a free concert, and they were pretty big. It's not like they weren't like, Panic at the Disco. They were Panic at the Disco, and they did a free concert. And at the time I didn't appreciate it because I was sort of like you guys. I wasn't like even remotely close to being a fan, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And I just went because my niece, Christy, asked me to go, and I went with her. Now I look back on it so fondly because I was like, damn, I kind of saw Panic at the Disco really, I mean, before they truly blew up, and became really popular. And I saw them for free. So, yeah, it's pretty fucking sweet. Let's see here. Oliver Mercer, I don't mind being Ollie. It's cool, dude. What are your thoughts on Eyes Wide Shut from Stanley Kubrick? It's a gem. Oh my God, Oliver, thank you so much. So many people shit on that film. And look, guys, obviously we don't always have to talk film. You can talk about anything you want in the chat room, and I am open to it. And, within reason, you know what I mean? We all know that we have, certain things we have to, not say. So, but it's always anything and everything goes. But having said that, let me pull it out here just so you guys know which film Ollie is talking about. So it is this film right here, Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut. And it stars Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. And this is actually when they were a thing. This is when they were married. They filmed this. They actually made, I think, 3 movies altogether during their marriage, which is pretty damn cool, to act with your significant other. But this is my favorite of their 3 films. And this movie... This is like a dream to watch. Like this is like watching a dream is what I'm trying to say. It's so hard to even describe what this movie's about, but I'm just going to read the back here really quickly. So it says, Stanley Kubrick's daring last film is a bracing psychosexual journey, a riveting suspense tale, and a career milestone for Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Tom Cruise plays a doctor who plunges into an erotic foray that threatens his marriage and may ensnare him in a murder mystery. It's so good. It is a very sexual film. It's actually not like, it's not like a porno or anything, but there is a rated version and there is a unrated version. And I strongly recommend getting the Blu-ray, which is the unrated version, and I think you can also get the unrated on DVD, but there's also a rated version on DVD as well. And when the film was released, Stanley Kubrick, the director, had passed away. And so Warner Brothers was really put in charge of kind of finishing the film. Like the film wasn't finished. He died and the film was still being, put together. So Warner Brothers finished the movie, and there's this one scene in the film that is essentially it's an orgy. There's an orgy scene in this film. And Warner Brothers felt that it was way too explicit to release. So what they did was they inserted digital people standing in front of like all the action, like all the thrusting and like all the nudity and everything. They inserted digital people so that the film could get an R rating and make it into theaters. And that's not that's not the way Stanley Kubrick intended it. You know what I mean? He filmed it unrated, essentially. He filmed it explicitly. So definitely, if you're ever going to check out this movie, which this is one of my this is in my top 10 favorite films of all time. Definitely make sure you're watching the uncut version because you're going to get it the way Stanley Kubrick wanted it to be. So thank you, man. I love Eyes Wide Shut. It is, trying to get the glare. There we go. It is it is a gem, like you said. It's such a good song. It's such a good song. It's such a good film. Let me pull up the live stream here. I'm losing it. All right, there we go. No, not a. No, oh no, not at first, Taylor. Okay, no worries. You're here now, and that's all that matters. Durant's laughing hysterically. Good times, my man. Virtual fist bump. All right, guys, we got some more people. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right there, we all just virtual fist bumped. Excuse me. Let's see here. Panic at the Disc. No. And Leticia's agreeing. That's a shame. It's a shame we don't have more Panic at the Disco fans in here. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for not leaving the stream. It means a lot to me, seriously. Leaf Chapman, feel free to sing. Durant, but I can't stay too long. I have a game of Clue ahead of me. It was Eddie Green. It was Eddie Green with the mic in the library. Oh, dude, I love that so much. That's a great comment. I love that. Oh, dude, you're playing Clue? I think I know you, like, you're probably playing with your family because you're very family oriented, Durant, which is awesome. So, dude, have fun, man. And I just appreciate the fact that you came in here and you stopped on by and you said hello. And I mean, you could leave it on in the background, right? I mean, I'm just saying. Let's see here. Just no panic. Is water wet? Let me see here. Let me is water wet? I mean, ooh, don't do that action. Jesus Christ. Is water wet? Let me, hold on. Ooh, a little ASMR. How about a little ASMR for this live stream? Not like the whole live stream, but alrighty, guys. Let me know that you can still hear me. I'm doing some ASMR. You want to know how I got these scars? Okay, that's getting weird. Yes, water is definitely 100% water. Water is not wet, says Leticia. I agree. Is fire burnt? No. Facts. Preach. Caleb woke up and was big jelly of my Starbucks. Oh, that's right, dude. I saw you post about that. I had only seen it after it was like 7 hours, posted prior. So, that's awesome. It sounds like someone got you your Starbucks. So good on them. Now, the real question is, because you said that you were going to offer big money for whoever brought you Starbucks. So how much money did you pay whoever brought you the Starbucks? Or did you just end up going and getting it? Oliver Mercer's fist bumping. Leticia's fist bumping. Sweet. Caleb, if you were awake, I definitely would have. No, not got you coffee. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying there. Caleb, if you were awake, I definitely would have not got you coffee. I actually laughed out loud. Boy, Leticia. JK, Caleb, I got you next time. Leticia, are you gonna are you gonna get me some coffee? What the fuck? Like, Jesus, what? Come on, man. I want some coffee, and I want the cheaper coffee too. I want the Dunkin'. I will be 100% honest with you guys. So I am doing the self quarantine, right? I am doing the stay at home orders. I mean, obviously we're doing live stream here, but I do leave the house pretty much every day for at least 2 reasons. So today I had to do a Target pickup and run, which is the first time I ever used the Target app to order everything, and then I pulled up, parked in that parking spot where it kind of dings, I guess, inside it, like it does like a horn, it does like a honk honk, something like that, and they brought everything out to me, and this right here is one of the things that I saw, and I was like, no, tell me they don't have this, and they had it in stock. This is an official The Shining board game that is brand new. It just came out this year. And so that's why I was like, oh my God, I got my Shining shirt. I got my board game in the back. I got my steel book of The Shining, and then I got my regular edition of The Shining, and then I got Dr. Sleep. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an unofficial Stanley Kubrick, Stephen King, The Shining, Dr. Sleep night. So, but yeah, so I did a Target run. That was the first time I'd ever done it. And I highly recommend it because they even came out and they had gloves on. So, I mean, it felt very, clean. And then, of course, afterwards I sanitized. But yeah, it was really easy, very easy to do that. So I highly recommend getting that Target app if you're ever going to Target and you don't want to go in. And they bring everything right out to you. It's really, really fucking simple. And then, of course, the other thing that I always try to do is I do make a I do make a Dunkin' run. So today I swung by, and the one close to where I work is, and where a lot of us work in the chat room, is they still have red velvet swirl, and I was just in it's one of my all time favorite Dunkin' flavors. So yeah, I stopped on by there and I got my Dunkin' fix. Let's see here. Leaf Chapman, I offered to pay Letty, but she said nah, making her MVP of the day. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Yeah, Letty's great. I mean, she'll do these, favors, and she won't expect any money. Leticia Stutz, boy, where's my money? Oh, just fucking kidding. Jesus Christ, Leticia. I mean, way to contradict yourself mid-sentence. Like, nah, I know you're. Is that to me or is that to Leaf? So let me know. Ooh, we got someone new in here. We got cool movie ratings. Yo, my dude, how you doing? Really good. Let me know. Do I know you personally? Because sometimes, people change their YouTube names, and I don't know who I'm talking to. So, and by the way, cool movie ratings. I love your icon there. I love the fact that it's Terminator. That's fucking sweet. Leaf Chapman says, which Shining is better? Oh! Are you talking about the other one that was like a mini series that Stephen King had more involvement with? I honestly have never seen it, but I've seen clips of it. And the reason I haven't seen it is because I don't have any issues with Stanley Kubrick's version, so it's sort of like, why would I even bother watching another version? Like, there's certain films that you just can't remake, you know what I mean? And I think The Shining is one of them. So I haven't seen it, but I've seen little bits and clips of it, and it just looks god awful. And a lot of people don't like it. Besides like maybe Stephen King diehards. So I definitely think that Stanley Kubrick's version is the best. Cool movie ratings. What's your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger film? My favorite is the first Terminator. I think that's definitely 100% my favorite Arnold film. My favorite Terminator film as well. And then I do have a top 5 Arnold. So everybody else in the chat room, if you want to, you can participate in this. Let me know. What are your top 5 Arnold films? And Dave, if you're still watching, this is right up your alley. So number 1 is definitely the Terminator. Number 2, ironically, is Terminator 2. So I love T1 and T2 in sequential order. And then number 3 through 5 always kind of alternate. Like, I can never pinpoint which one. So I'm just going to say them randomly. So this isn't 3, 4, and 5. It's kind of jumbled. But True Lies, which is his third collaboration with James Cameron. Jingle All the Way, which is just one of the best Christmas movies of all time, and a very recent film that he did that he's actually not in a whole lot of, but it's Killing Gunther. I love Killing Gunther so fucking much. It's sort of like a a mockumentary. It's supposed to be like a documentary, but it takes place in the world of assassins, and it's from Taron Killam. If anybody knows that name, he was on SNL, Saturday Night Live, and it's just so fucking funny. And Arnold plays Gunther, so they're trying to kill Gunther. That's Killing Gunther. So Arnold plays Gunther, and he has the funniest get up in that film. He has like a tie-dye kind of shirt on. He has this really funny looking haircut, but he looks really good in this film. Arnold is, kind of hit and miss with his looks. But in this film, they really made him look funny. So, yeah, that's my top 5 Arnold. Leaf Chapman, the movie or the TV series from the 80s? Okay, yeah. So definitely the movie, 100%. Terminator 2, duh, says K-Bob. Kindergarten Cop, yes, Kindergarten Cop. That is like in my top 10. It didn't make my 5, but it's definitely in my 10. Kindergarten Cop is just one of the easiest films to watch. It's like a feel-good movie. Like, you can be having a real shitty day and pop in Kindergarten Cop, and it just goes away, man. And then, of course, that's obviously where It's Not a Tumor came from, right? So there's that scene where the kids are like just fucking annoying the shit out of Arnold. And he's like, oh, God, I got a headache. And one of the kids, who's actually, his name is Miko Hughes. And I think that's who says it in the film. I think it's Miko's character. It might be, or it might not be. But anyways, that kid was also in Full House, and so that's a cool little connection. But anyways, the kid says, maybe it's a tumor. And Arnold just looks at him and goes, "It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all." Okay. So yeah, that's where that line came from, in case no one knew that. But yeah, see, look, Leaf Chapman, it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Ooh, rock music forever. Hey, Eddie Vedder. Dude, you keep coming up with different Eddies to call me, like different famous Eddies. You're kind of, I mean, there's not that many famous Eddies if you really think about it. Um, I don't know if I've ever said it on these streams. I do think I have talked about it on the podcast, but if you actually Google my name, if you Google Eddie Green, you'll start to catch, like you'll start to catch and get, little podcast things on Google, right? You'll start seeing stuff from me, which is really cool, which is I think the way it should be. But if you actually start scrolling through, you'll notice that there were two really prolific Eddie Greens throughout the history of time. One was a bank robber in like the John Dillinger era, which is really fucking sweet. Like, I mean, come on, like I'm associated with a pretty infamous bank robber, which is just so cool. And then the other one is like an African American actor that was I don't know if he was famous, like really famous, but yeah, that's the other Eddie Green. But yeah, you're gonna run out of Eddies. There's not that many famous Eddies. So the last one, what you did, Eddie Money. You did Eddie Money. This one you did Eddie Vedder. There's Eddie Griffin or Griffith, that the black comedian. So you have that guy, and then I think you're kind of out of options. So I don't know. But let's see here. Leticia, yo, are you the dude who leaves your cup out in the parking lot after your shift? Because that's littering, and you're the problem. Leticia, I think that's really rude to call me out like that because you don't know if that's true or not. So I think that that's really, really offensive. And to do that on a live stream is problematic. No, I'm just kidding. I was just trying to see if I could sell you there. I will message you. So I think that kind of gives it away. Look, okay, you know what? Sometimes, I mean, look, I always come back, right? And it's always gone. So it makes me think someone's picking it up. So, but don't worry. I don't do it very often. I usually do it when I don't have anywhere else to put like another cup. So, but yes, I mean, look, you will always get honesty from me. That's one thing that I want you guys to know. So yes, I might essentially on occasion litter. But I will be like, if someone asks me about it, I will be open about it, So I'm trying to really get, really good with that. I'm really trying to fix that problem because, yeah, I agree 100%. And I'm sort of hypocritical because I do speak about that shit. So, yeah, thank you for bringing that up. And you'll always get honesty as well. So there you go. Unless I just don't want to answer, and then I'll say I don't want to answer. Rookie move, bud. Watch the mini series. Ooh, okay. So maybe it is good. I don't know. To me, you can't top Jack Nicholson. You just can't. You can't do it. Number 1 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day for cool movie ratings. That very, very cool. Very cool. Also, I don't think you answered my question. Do I know you? Do I know you personally? Like, I just want to make sure that I do or don't, because that might be somebody that I know, and I always like to acknowledge people that I know. Let's see here. Leaf Chapman, True Lies is so good. Yes. Total Recall is probably my number 1. Wow. You don't hear that very often, that Total Recall is somebody's number 1 favorite Arnold. It's a good movie. I don't think it's even in my top 10, Total Recall. It's just, I don't know. I think I have some tonal problems with it. Like it's a very odd movie. To me, it's sort of like potentially all over the place. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I'd have to watch it again to really give you an accurate review. But I do remember thinking like I just had there were some inconsistencies in that film, and I don't know, it just kind of bugged me. I think that's why I didn't like it, with the inconsistencies. But very cool early 90s film there. All right, cool movie ratings. Here we go. Number 1 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Number 2 is The Running Man. Okay, nice. Number 3 is Total Recall. 4, Predator. 5 is Commando. Wow. So that's literally all in, well, no, hold on. We got 3 in the 80s and 2 from the 90s. So the 80s rule for cool movie ratings, top 5 Arnold films. Those are all sweet. The Running Man, I'm not very familiar with. I've only seen it once, but that's with that guy that hosted Family Feud, right? Richard Dawson. That's so cool. Like, cause like that movie's about a game show, so it's cool that they got a game show, like a real game show host to star in it. Ooh, I forgot about Predator. Yeah, Predator, and like Leticia, Predator is scary. I do remember you telling me that you remember being scared about the Predator. Yeah, that is a great movie, and the score in that movie, ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, and then of course every time you can see through the Predator's vision, that's so cool. That's Durant Cinema's favorite film and Arnold film of all time, if he's still watching. Let's see here. Yep, I sure am. Rock music forever. Oh, okay. You're talking about running out of eddies. Yeah. Captain K-Bob. How many famous Calebs do you know? That is a good question, man. Are there any famous Calebs? I'm trying to think. Famous Caleb, without looking at the chat room in case anyone answered. Famous Caleb. Caleb. Dude, I honestly don't think I know a single famous Caleb. Like, that's like really prolific. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're really talking about. Like, really, truly prolific. And I can't think of one. Cool movie ratings now. Go. Get to the chopper. Oh, that's so good. Eddie Green sounds like a good blues name. Yeah. Well, there's what the hell's his name? Of course I would forget because I'm doing a live stream and your mind just has a way of going blank during shit like this. There's a oh Jesus, there's a club, and I say club loosely. I mean, I'm sure you can dance in it, but it's really like a jazz club in Orlando. And Jesus, who am I thinking of? He was a really famous jazz player, and he has his own, like, I think it's like a chain restaurant, but it's like a club as well, and it's all throughout the country, I think, at least in major cities. And there's one in Orlando, but I can't think of it. But that's a really good name. And yeah, maybe Eddie Green's a good blues name. K-Bob says none. Yep, I know like 60 Calebs. Whoa. You're literally the only Caleb around, and they're all outside cats. It's definitely true. You told me it. Oh, it went up there. You told me it wasn't the. Okay, there we go. Cool movie ratings. Eddie Furlong. He's John Connor from T2. Yes. I knew that. I have actually met Edward Furlong in person last year at Spooky Empire in Orlando. That was really, really cool. Leaf Chapman, you lied to my face. Leticia, he does that. Honesty. All right, Leticia, you're throwing shade here. You're throwing shade. I invited you because I wanted you to be a part of this, and now you're throwing shade in my live stream, in my chat room. What the fuck? Yeah. It's is it really lying, or was I just not really telling you everything? Oliver Mercer, I've yet to see Doctor Sleep. It's shameful, I know. Yeah, dude, if you love Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's a very divisive film. Doctor Sleep is very divisive. It split people right down the middle. So, but I think I loved it. I so enjoyed it. It's my third favorite film from last year. The only two films that are in front of it currently are Joker and Jordan Peele's Us. So, definitely check out Doctor Sleep. Oliver's Arnold list is number 5, Commando. 4 is Eraser. 3 is True Lies. 2 is The Terminator. And 1 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I'll shout out his Collateral Damage and Escape Plan. Okay. Those are definitely movies you don't hear a lot about, especially Collateral Damage. That's usually at the bottom of Arnold lists. That's not a popular one. But that's so cool, dude, that's like an honorable mention. You can kill someone, and I'd care less than if you littered. Clean the planet, bud. I nominate Eddie for a beach cleanup with myself. You won't. Me and you trash pickup at the beach. I'll do it, dude. I'll do it when this COVID-19 thing is said and done. Dude, I helped you move into your house. So, yes, I would absolutely do a beach cleanup. And that's pretty sad that I can kill someone and you would care less versus me littering. So, I'm just saying. Man. I'm just speaking truth. Let's see here. Rock music forever. Goddamn, you are making me lose. Goddamn, you are making me lose more famous Eddies. That's funny. Okay, because I'm saying them. Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as I know, there's really only one. Oh, sorry, dude. I wish I knew you, but I've never met you. Oh, okay. Okay, sweet. Okay. I mean, now we know each other, right? But I just always like to make sure if I know you personally in my personal life, so I can shout you out, like I said. Leticia, I was joking. So was I. What the fuck? Captain K-Bob needs someone to take her out. Who are you talking to? What are you talking about? What does that mean? Hey, Eddie, you've seen Point Break and Mulholland Drive yet? Oh my gosh. All right. So look, Point Break, Mulholland Drive, Office Space. There's so many movies people are telling me I need to watch. And honestly, I think that's one reason why. It's just I start getting so overwhelmed with people's suggestions. And I'm just like, which one do I watch first? Which one? And then, of course, I just don't watch any of them because I opt out. So I have not, man. I have not. They are back here. They are in this collection. Mulholland Drive is, let's see. Mulholland Drive is right there. That last film that I'm pointing at. So it's in the collection. It's ready to go. I just haven't popped it in yet. Let's see here. Leticia, it's a joke. I know a guy. Who, Caleb? Who? Low key, who would do a beach cleanup with me? Dude, I said I would. I mean that. And you have me saying that on a live stream, which is recorded. I'll do it with you, man. Obviously, once this whole COVID-19 thing settles down and goes away, and let's do it, man. I'm all for it, and it'll probably make me never do that ever again. It'll probably really open my eyes. So let's do it. Let's see here. It's always weird. You lose your place when you're doing this thing. Leaf, that little twig. It jumped again. Other than Eddie, he's doing it. Oh, okay. Me, I would love to. All right, Leticia, I guess you can do it. Leaf, don't bring me into this, Letty. I'm watching from afar. Sorry guys, it's really hard because the font is really tiny, and I don't want to pull the thing close because I like the way this is framed. So I kind of have to suffer through kind of squinting, even with my glasses. If I didn't have my glasses, oh my God. And I kind of wanted to not wear my glasses because I don't know if you noticed, but the first live stream, I didn't have my glasses. The second, I had my glasses. The third, I didn't have my glasses. The fourth, I had my glasses. So if I was following tradition, number 5, the odd episodes, I should not have my glasses on, but I just had to put them on because I couldn't see. Let's see here. We should actually do that. Our company we work for could give us shirts. Yeah, well, I mean, because we can do that, right? Like that's part of like a program or something, or we can suggest that. So definitely do that. Don't name obviously. Let's keep the name down for obvious reasons. I just don't want shit coming back to me. So we all work together, but it's a mystery where we all work. So let's see here. Nah, if you killed someone, I'd lie for you. Jesus Christ, dude, you would lie for me? So I could kill. Oh Jesus, I'm telling you guys, do a live stream and tell me your mind doesn't go blank. What the fuck's his name? The guy, like the perv guy that always used to come into where we work. What the fuck is his name? Dean. There we go, Dean. I could kill Dean and you would lie for me? Awesome, man, because he's number 1 on my hit list. Just saying. I'm just saying. Holy fucking ball sacks. We got a new viewer in here. And she has actually been on the channel before in a collaboration. Her YouTube name is Kawaii Naya, but in real life, her name is Karina, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, Vonyosos. That's right. I got it right. Or Karina Venezuela, however you want to say it. Karina, I do virtual fist bumps here on these live streams, so I am going to count it down, and whoever else wants to do it as well, but we have a new viewer, so we have to initiate. Also, damn it, sorry, I forgot your name if you're still watching. Cool Movie Ratings. Also, you can do this as well. So on the count of 5, we're going to fist bump. I'm going to fist bump the camera. It's like that song, Kiss Me Through the Phone. Kiss me through the phone. I'll see you later on. You know that song? But of course, I'm not kissing anybody through the camera. I'm virtually fist bumping you, especially with COVID-19 going around. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there. I always forget. It's because I'm trying to make sure I don't ram forward into this thing. So There's so many wires you guys cannot see right now, and I actually shared a photo on my social media to kind of give you guys an idea of how many wires are crossing and crisscrossing, and it's fucking crazy, man. Let's see here. Just making sure, putting that away. Let's see here. So she wrote, "Hi, Eddie. Hello, Karina. Hello, Leticia, Karina. Yep. So we know each other. For anyone that doesn't work with us, that we got a little kind of work thing going here, which is awesome because I do miss you guys. Seriously, I do miss you guys. I think Karina might not actually be able to work because you were over in Brazil. So yeah, I think you have to quarantine yourself for two weeks or something like that. No Wicked Witch in this shit. Captain Crunch. I don't know what that means. That might be an inside thing between you and Karina. LMFAO. That's a great band, a group. I don't know why they disbanded. They only made 2 albums. Patron on the rocks, and I'm ready for some shots. Their panties hit the ground every time I'm pouring shots. Yeah, good shit. Let's see here. Leticia, but you litter. Leticia. Let's see here. Oh, it jumped. Shit, it jumped. All right, there we go. Can we do a beach cleanup promotion on your podcast? Get people to show up? Maybe. I do know that a vast majority of the people that tune into my podcast are from the United States. I can see that in the analytics. Like anytime I check it, it's actually weird. It's the United States is like 60% of the people that tune into my podcast, and then I think like 10% is in the UK, which is pretty cool. And then it starts getting really, really bizarre, like countries that I've never even heard of that are listening to my podcast. Like, and of course, I've heard of a lot of them, but like Malaysia, people in Malaysia listen to me. People in Brazil, shout out to Brazil. People in Brazil listen to my podcast. So, but I think we could do that. I don't know how many people actually live close to where we are, and that would tune in and hear that and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go pick up litter. I mean, because dude, we live in a fucking lazy ass society, right? Motherfuckers. There are people, get this. This is how fucking lazy this culture is. There are people that have 2 drinks in their cup holders, and then when they have a third drink, instead of like finding a trash can or something, they'll actually take one of those drinks, or potentially both of those drinks. They'll take them out of the cup holders, open their door, and place them on the ground, and then just drive away. As if someone's going to come along and pick it up and they weren't the ones that did that. There are actual fucking low-life pricks that do that. That's how fucking lazy this culture is. Fucking insane. Sorry, gotta have some water here. I'm fucking losing my fucking voice. All right. Let's see. What do we get? What do we got? Leaf. I don't want corporate sponsorship. I want to do this for the beach. I mean, dude, we don't even have to go through where we work, dude. Let's just do it, man. Just do it. It's like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. Let's just do it, man. Once COVID-19 isn't a thing. Oliver Mercer. How about Caleb Follow from the Kings of Leon band, and Caleb, I don't know how to say that last name, the professional baseball player. Wow. There you go, Caleb. There are some famous Calebs out there. Would you have Tony Michael on here? Yeah, shout out to Tony Michael. He's the guy, he's the professional photographer that I collaborated on for the Michael Myers shoot that he's been sharing on his Instagram at Tony Michael Photo. He has like 8,000 plus followers. It's just continuously growing. That was such a fun experience. I was actually supposed to Friday, I was supposed to have gone back up with a friend of mine. Her name's Paige, and she was also on the podcast. Her Kitty Pagey is her, I guess you could say, stage name. Her and I were supposed to go up and do another photo shoot. I was going to be Michael. She was going to be a victim, and then we were going to do some other shit, potentially maybe like a psycho shot, maybe. But of course, that had to be postponed and canceled. Canceled and then postponed because of COVID-19. Very much, unfortunately, to Tony Michael, because Tony Michael is someone that's not buying into this whole thing and whatnot. And so he was kind of upset. But I mean, Tony, if you ever watch this, dude, trust me, man, I didn't want to do it, but it just felt like I needed to do it. You know what I mean? It just felt like better safe than sorry. So anyways, Oliver, to answer your question, would I ever have Tony Michael on here? If I ever figure out how I can do that and he wants to do it, let's fucking do it. Because that one time him and I, well, he came on the podcast first, and that was such a fun time having him on. And then that's when I threw out the idea. I was like, dude, if you ever need somebody, I'm here, man. Just let me know, and I will literally make a 6+ hour drive to where you live, and we'll collaborate. And then, of course, we did it. So really fucking sweet. Leticia, damn. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. We work at Trader Joe's, and then of course Dean. Karina says, "Fuck Dean." Sorry, guys, that my answers are kind of long because I know you guys are doing the chat there, but so I'm gonna try to catch up on the chat room here. I hope Dean has coronavirus. Is that bad to say? It's a tricky thing. I know where you're coming from, Leticia, with the whole wishing, but it's funny, and I don't want to sound like I'm preaching or anything, but that is something that I have actually let go of. And I don't mean to get too serious here because I know this is a lighthearted thing, but I have let go of wishing badness on people. Personally that I know. And then of course, when shit goes sour, I really try my hardest not to wish anything bad on them. Every once in a while, something will sneak through and I hate myself for it, but I'm human. I'm not perfect. Definitely not perfect. So, but I really try to not do that. So as sucky as that is to say, to wish coronavirus on this obvious pervert, I don't. And I was obviously joking about the whole, oh, can I kill him? So yeah. Let's see here. By the way, you said my last name, great bro. Fuck yeah, bro. Bruh. LD, aka stem cells. Everybody know the cat like a dope meme. I got him buzzing off the crack like a dope fiend. And now what dope mean? Now bone mean. I don't know the whole thing, but Bruh is a great song. And Molly is a great song featuring Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco, but it's a Lil Dicky song. How's that song go? Molly. How's that song go? It's the hardest road to follow. I'm thinking of you. I really wish that I could call you. Don't you love that I do even when there's no guitar, I just instantly go to like strumming strumming. What the fuck is the word? Stringing? No, I don't know what the word is. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Strumming, right? Is that a word? I don't fucking know. Doing this as though I have a guitar. There's no guitar as far as I know in that song. Leaf is sending, it looks like a cabbage. Okay, man. Karina, that looks like some like lipstick. I think that's what that is. Kawaii Naya, she's punching me in the face. Yikes. I really like your shirt. Aw, thanks. Yeah, this is, I found this at FYE, which FYE is for your entertainment, and that's for your information. But yeah, it's I don't know if that actually translates to this, a masterpiece of modern horror, or if it translates to The Shining. And then of course down below you got some more. Maybe that's The Shining, and this is a masterpiece of modern horror. Either way, I don't even know if this is like legit Japanese, if that is Japanese. But either way, I just love the shirt, and I don't have many yellow shirts, which is, I mean, do you guys have a lot of yellow shirts in your closet? I don't have a lot of yellow shirts. And I think and honestly, I think with my kind of semi tan complexion, I think it kind of balances well. So thank you. I like your shirt, and I can't even see it, but I like the shirt you're wearing. I like especially the part around your neck here. I think that's great. Let's see here. Marco Polo. We're doing some Marco Poloing in the chat room. You just described yourself, bud. You do that. That's why the cups are on the floor. Dude, I admitted to it, man. What the hell, dude? I admitted to it. It's called sarcasm, unless that's sarcasm, but it's really hard to read sarcasm through a text. What's your number one rule, Eddie? Never play yourself. No, that's DJ Khaled's number one rule. Don't ever play yourself. From that song, Fuck for Free, or whatever that song is called. Would you fuck me for free? Another one. We the best music. Major key, DJ Khaled. I go on and on. Don't understand how I last so long. Must have had a superpower to last 223,000 hours, and it's because I'm off a CC. And I'm off that Hennessy. And like your boy from Compton said, you know the dick ain't free. I got girls that I should have made pay for it. I got girls that I should have made wait for it. I got girls that'll cancel a flight back home. Stay another day for it. You got attitude on na-na. And yo, pussy on agua. And yo, stomach going flat. And yo, ass on what's that? All right, anyways, let's cut that shit out in case any like kids are tuning in. Kids, don't ever play yourself, and don't ever play that song until you're of age. Have you met Tony Hawk's brother, Mike? Let's do it then, Leaf. Yes, Mike Hawk. You should meet Mike Hawk. Good guy. Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk. We're cheersing to that. We're cheersing to Mike Hawk. We're cheersing to Mike Hawk. Right there. Ooh, Rock Music Forever. He retracted his message. Good for you. That's evolution for you. What does that mean? What does that mean, Leticia? I don't know. How would you feel about Arnold Schwarzenegger from Oliver Mercer and Robert Patrick playing their human counterparts for a future war film? I have laid out my plans. Have you visited the UK before? Okay, so that first question. Dude, you know me, man. You know, Oliver, I love your Terminator questions, man, because this is, I mean, I said it in the last stream, but this is, that's what kind of inspired you, I guess, to check out my channel, is the fact that I was Terminator related. I honestly think that they should have been in, maybe not Robert Patrick, but definitely Arnold should have been the human prototype in Terminator Dark Fate. I just think that's how it should have been. But, that clearly hasn't. It clearly didn't go that way. And then, have I ever visited the UK before? I have not been to the UK, but I really want to go there. It's funny. I was actually talking about this last night or the night before, like places I would love to live, and I said London. I would love to live in London. So definitely want to make it over there at some point. Kawhi Inaya. How have you been doing lately with everything going on? Also miss you, and I'll be back at work in another week. How have I been doing with everything going on? It's I've been doing these. So this is the 5th live stream that I've done. So COVID-19 has actually inspired me, and honestly, Karina, I seriously hope that it inspires you as well to get back into doing more videos and just being more active on YouTube. I am so active on YouTube now because of this whole COVID-19. And honestly, I don't see it stopping once it is done. I'm going to keep going with this. I love doing these live streams. I love having you guys in the chat room. I love talking to you, and we're all just hanging out. So it means a lot to me, and I have that to thank because of this awful pandemic. So I've been doing a lot of this. I've been doing a lot of reading. Believe it or not, I have a book, The Twilight Zone Companion. So I've been reading some of that and catching up on stuff and doing podcasts. I can still do my podcast. I haven't been doing in-person podcasts, but I can do them remotely. And I just figured out a way to do it like where I can stay home, because usually if I was doing a remote recording, I'd either have to go to another place, or I'd have to like go to my car, and that was just kind of inconvenient. But now I can stay home. I can use this entire setup, and so I'm doing a lot of podcasting and living the dream. And of course, obviously, the company we all work for, or most of us, is awesome enough to allow us to not have to work but still pay us. And I think that's honestly, I fist bump our company, because that is such an awesome thing. So but I also commend everybody that's still working, because it's you can't close everything down, and of course some things need to stay open, and that's one of them. So You guys are awesome. And but plus you're also getting benefited. You're getting like $3 extra per hour. So it works out either way. So I commend you guys, but it's just for me, I opted out. I want to be, more safe than sorry. That's awesome. You'll be back at work in another week. There you go. If the store is still open, ... Damn, I hope it doesn't get that far. It is weird. It is very weird because, it doesn't seem like it's slowing down. Of course, Disney World, Mousetrax isn't in the chat room as far as I know, but I think he might be working. But Mousetrax, who has been on the live streams previously, he's big into Disney, and he's like a Tim Tracker kind of guy, and he can't do it. He can't do it because it's closed down indefinitely, like just till further notice. So, excuse me. That's crazy. I mean, think about that. Think about how much money they are losing because they bring in so much money doing day-to-day operations. And I mean, of course, they spend so much money doing it, but they make that back so easily. So they're definitely losing money. I mean, anything that closes is losing money, So, but we're all supposedly going to be getting checks here. We're all supposedly going to be getting a $1,200 check. And we'll see what that does. I was actually talking to my good buddy Patrick over at We Live on a Planet. That's a podcast. And he was on the podcast recently. And he basically said that, we're going to pay it back somehow. We're going to pay this back. Like, don't think that we're just getting $1,200 and that's it. Like, here's $1,200. Here's $1,200. Okay. I'm Donald Trump. Okay. Here is $1,200 free. It comes from Melania. Okay. Melania approved this and it is now yours and you don't have to pay me back ever. Okay. Like, it's not, trust me, it isn't that. It's essentially this. Here is $1,200. Okay. You get to keep it, but you're going to pay me back. Okay. And you're going to pay me back really fucking quick. Okay. Really quick. Okay. Otherwise, you're fired. And that's what it's going to be. So probably we're going to pay it back in taxes or some shit like that. Crazy. But yeah, so there we go. I was almost stranded in Brazil. I was so scared, says Karina. You know me. And you never snapped me. You never told me that you were okay or anything. But of course, I follow you, so I could see that you're okay. But you never personally snapped me like I asked to make sure that you were okay. Because I was honestly very scared for you. And this was right before everything really hit the fan. Before the stores started closing and lobbies started closing and restaurants started shutting down inner operations and whatnot. You can only do drive. I was really worried for you, and I was surprised that you were able to make it back easily. Was it easy, or was there some kind of process to it, like that we're not aware of? Like, was there some testing? Did you have to get tested for your temperature, or how did that go, Karina? Let me know. Leticia, once we start getting enough cases and people dying, maybe we'll take it as seriously as it needs to be taken. Thank you. Yes. And I've been saying this as well. What's really going to be the fun part about this, and it's not fun, but I use that word very lightly. What's going to be the fun part about this is to see after this pandemic comes and goes, are we going to stick true to everything that we supposedly, quote unquote, learned during this? I mean, I think a lot of it is common sense, but are we going to hold true to it? Or are we just going to go back to our old ways? Are we just going to go back to, essentially the shit that started transmitting this thing in the first place? We'll see. History says we're probably going to go right back. So, but yeah, that is, that I agree with you so much, Leticia, right there. Thank God I was able to get back home, right? Yeah, thank God. Okay, yeah, dude, you will like London. My brother and his wife live in London. Oh, jealous. So jealous. It's a busy, mad place, but exciting. Regarding Robert Patrick's human counterpart, it would involve a corporate company. Very cool, man. Yeah, everybody. He is Oliver is working on a Terminator fan script. It's called Future Survival, right? And he's working on it. He's hammering it out. And once it's done, he's going to send it my way. And I'm sure you're going to send it to other people like Dave McCrae. hopefully to try to get some constructive criticism. You'll probably get more in-depth stuff from Dave if he does offer that to you. But with me, it's going to be very, kind of just, ooh, I like this. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. And you will get honesty, man. But other than that, I'm not going to like really dive into, oh, I think you should change this. Ooh, I think this should be that. Ooh, take that character out. Ooh, okay, maybe flip this scene around. That way this scene makes a little more sense and then it flows more easily into that scene. Maybe that ending shouldn't be like, you know what I mean? You're not going to get that shit from me because I don't know. One, because I really don't feel qualified to do that. Like, it's cool that you'll be sending it to me because I am a big Terminator fan. So I'll just let you know as like, if as a Terminator fan, this excites me. So there you go, dude. Captain K-Bob, yeah, it's crazy. Let's wait until people start dying to close things. And then Leticia agrees. She be doing that. Text when you get home so we know you're safe. Nothing. Hey. No, let's try to really hold back on the throwing shade. I know you're joking, Leaf. I know you're joking, but it's hard to decipher text and everything. So it's just best to, we'll hold off on the shade, but because it's one thing when I'm doing it because you guys can see me, you guys can tell, you can hear the tone in my voice, you can hear the inflection, all that shit, so it's easy to be like, oh, okay, Eddie's just, joshing. Shout out to Josh, by the way. Maybe he'll be tuning in. He tuned in last live stream, which is really cool. But it's just really hard to understand what you mean through a text. So, yeah. Leticia, London is so nice. There's always something to do. Well, except for now. But yes, I do know what you mean. Yeah. Have you been to London? Or are you just talking like, cause you like, that's just like a general thing that you know about? Kauai Naya. Here we go. Everything went good on the way back home. Everyone in airport were wearing masks and gloves. It almost felt like I was living in a real life horror movie. Thankfully, all of us are healthy and safe. Yes, that is the best part. So, but that's cool. So like there wasn't any kind of extraneous things that you had to do, just kind of, shit that made sense. But that's great. That's fucking awesome. So I'm happy that you didn't get infected as far as, because we do know that the symptoms don't show themselves for like a week or two. So, but hopefully, knock on wood. I don't know if you heard that, but I just knocked on wood. LMAO, listen, I'm sorry, I can't remember everything. She knows I'm joking. I only throw shade. Y'all just good at catching. Kauai Naya. Leticia, I have been to 2016, London, Paris, and Rome. Look at you, Miss World Traveler. Wow. Man, making all of us a little jealous. That's crazy. Yeah, everybody, Leticia travels a lot, which is really cool. She's going to be, what's going on with the Air Force, Leticia? Let me know what's going on with the Air Force. Because I'm, when you came on the podcast, that was how I kind of promoted you as like a future Air Force member. And I just want to know, like, is that still like, where are you in terms of your Air Force path? Let me know. Not to brag or anything. Okay. Not to brag. London, Paris, and Rome all in 1 year. And I'm not bragging. Can you guys hear this? All right, I have some sound effects on here. Let me know if you guys can hear this, okay? Because so like I'm gonna do a joke, and you're gonna hear. Hopefully, you're gonna hear a and but just let me know if you guys can hear it or not, because that would be really really sweet. So I'm gonna say like so like what's a funny thing to you, man? Your face. Did you guys hear that? Let me know. I think I had the audio up for it, so I think you might have been able to hear it, but maybe not. Maybe you weren't able to hear it. Not to brag or anything. Oh, okay, I read that. Next place I'm planning on going is Japan. Holy motherfucker. That is crazy that you're going to go to Japan. Okay, so that's why you like my shirt. Japan is great. Japan's great. They went to Fuller House. Fuller House went to Japan in, I think, season 4. So they did a whole episode in Japan. Honestly, it was a pretty shitty episode, but because okay, sweet, you heard it. Great, thanks, man. it is a usually they film that show in studio, like, you know what I mean, and the cameras are kind of stationary, but then of course they actually went to Japan, so they were filming out on the streets in Japan. And I always does anybody else hate this when a show, usually a comedy show, I mean that's the only time you hear it, like a comedy show that has a laugh track, right? So during normal episodes, when you know it's filmed in a studio, you hear a laugh track, right? Which makes sense. That makes sense because you know that it's being filmed in front of a live studio audience. In this case, when Fuller House went to Japan, obviously there's no studio audience, because they're like on the streets of Japan, like they're actually in Japan. And you can still hear a fucking laugh track. And it's just so annoying to me because I know that there is no audience. I know that's a fake laugh track. Fuller House, I don't know about any other shows, but Fuller House, when you hear the laughs, when they're actually in studio, those are real laughs. That's not a laugh track. Or at least that's what Candace Cameron says. But in the Japan episode, you can still hear a laugh track. And it just, I don't know, it bugs me. But they went to Japan. It's a shitty episode, but it looked beautiful. So, okay, we heard it. Great. So you guys can hear my sound effects. That's great. So I have some other sound effects in here. So let's see, what else can I do here? I can do like a really lame joke, and I can get a really bad, well, you'll see. So like a lame joke would be, I don't fucking know. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. Yeah. So that's a sound effect that I have. That's a sound effect. What's really cool is I can actually program sound effects into this thing. I haven't done it yet. I mean, I have done my my musical intro and my musical outro for the podcast. Those are programmed for number 1 and 2. So I could play those, but I don't think you guys want to hear my intro and my outros. But yeah. It's really cool. I love this thing. It's called the Rodecaster Pro. Let's see here. We got some more comments rolling in. You guys are awesome. Kawaii Naya says that's a goal. That's an awesome goal to aim for. Oliver, yeah, sure. I'll be passing it over to you, Dave McRae, and others. Hopefully, if he will see it, hopefully he'll see it. But indeed, I'll repeat your overall opinions. Fuck yes, dude. Oh man, geez, I might have like early arthritis. Fuck yeah, dude. Taylor Jones, Japan is on my list too. Taylor, yes. Japan is beautiful. Like I will say that. Like it looks so cool. Let's see. I mean, we still have Mike, so I'd imagine it'll be a while. I don't know. Maybe if we were friends, you'd know. Jesus, there we go with the shade, Leticia. Well, you know what, Leticia? I'm gonna call you out here. Maybe if we were able to see eye to eye on more things, then we would be friends. And I'm not saying we're not friends, but we're work friends, and we'll go from there. You texted me that you missed me, and I texted back I miss you too, if I'm being honest. So there we go, guys. I'm laying it out there. But and I do, and it's okay. Without getting insanely personal, because this is between Leticia and I. We had a bit of a falling out. We did have a fallout. And it was sort of up and down all the time. You know what I mean, Leticia? Like, and everybody, I'm sure you guys can relate to this. This is why I'm telling you this. I'm not just telling it because I have some juicy shit that I want to share. Hopefully it's something you guys can relate to. Like, we had an up and down friendship, and it just got to the point where I was getting tired of it being up and down, and I didn't see it getting any better. So I cut the cord on it. I cut the umbilical cord, and maybe we can stitch it together. Maybe we can get back to normal, but it has to be normal. It has to not be up and down. And that's on both of us. I'm not just saying it's you. It's definitely me too. So there we go. Damn, this became a reality show live stream, but there you go, guys. Leaf Chapman, if you go to Japan, I'm going to give you like $200 if you'd send stuff back to me from the Pokemon centers there. Oh, wow. They have Pokemon centers? Damn. That's cool, man. Yeah, because I know you love Pokemon. Leaf Chapman, How I Met Your Mother then got a new director, then it had it. Most annoying shit ever. There's another great example. Like, can you imagine? So I've never seen that show, but it started out with no laugh track, and then all of a sudden, midway through the series, you get a laugh track. That, I would imagine, is annoying as well. Absolutely. So, remember my awful joke and then did it on the laugh track on your podcast? Yeah, dude. Oh fuck! I totally forget that joke. But yeah, we were when Leaf and Caleb came on the podcast. But we didn't have headphones like I have right now, so we couldn't hear it. So we were just pressing buttons and shit. And he told a really offensive joke, and then I pressed a random button, and it just so happened to be the laugh track one, and it just added to it so much. Okay, Leaf, that's a bet, but I'd feel like it would cost way more than that. But I'd bring something back for you though. Eddie, you need to watch anime. Yeah, I've seen a few animes. Just to be fair, I have seen a couple animes. I'm not big on animation in general. Like in this Blu-ray film collection that I have back here, I have 3 animated films. That's it. Hercules, Aladdin, and Up. So they're all Disney. But sorry. Um I'm just not big on animation. It's really hard for me to get into animation because it's just like there's a bigger suspension of disbelief that I have to go through. So it's just easier for me to watch live action, and I've always been a live action. So yeah, there you go. You told me that I should probably watch Naruko, something like that. It starts with an N. I mean, yeah, maybe I will. Maybe we should. Maybe hang out and fucking watch that shit and see if you can get me on the anime bandwagon. I'll pay any amount of money for shipping on top of the 200 at the Pokemon Center. They have a rare collectible shit I want so bad. Wow, dude. Wow. You can't just order it online and they'll ship it to you. You have to have someone go there. That's crazy. Oliver, heard it like Joe Rogan. By the way, he's a top interviewist. I find his interviews very interesting and detailed. Yes, yes, dude. You guys know Joe Rogan's my man. I love Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan. Like he's not like a man crush to me. Like John Stamos is a man crush. Joe Rogan isn't a man crush. I realize that a lot of people potentially find him attractive. I don't find him attractive at all. But I do love him regardless. Let's see here, Leticia. I went through it too. Of course, I know what you mean. Are you talking about the thing I was talking about with us? Yeah, exactly. Well, awkward. Let's see here. Well, awkward. Okay. Taylor, I love anime. Been on Crunchyroll all day. Yeah, isn't Crunchyroll sort of like a streaming service, but for anime? Like simply just anime, something like that. I've heard of Crunchyroll. Okay. I don't know how I pronounce it. Naruto is fire. That's a whole bet. No, you can't buy it online. There are American and Japanese Pokemon centers. Japan has 10 times more shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I mean that makes sense, right? Because that's where Pokemon started, right? That was a Japanese thing, so that definitely makes sense. Did you guys see the was that Detective Pikachu movie any good? It looked really insanely bizarre, and wasn't the voice of Pikachu wasn't not Gosling, wasn't Ryan Reynolds something in that movie? He was definitely something in that movie. I'm gonna look it up here. Let's see here. Pull up IMDb, which is the Internet Movie Database, in case anybody didn't know that. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure Ryan Reynolds has something to do with Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu. Isn't that what like Pikachu does? He does like Pika, Pika, Pika. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Okay, so he is in that movie. That's weird. What does he do? Is he the voice of Pikachu? Crazy. Rock Music Forever. Naruto is too long, like 500 episodes. Jesus Christ. Wow, that is long. Yes and no. Ryan Reynolds is always funny, but they did a shit job on animating all Pokemon other than Pikachu. Gotcha. Yeah, so that was sort of like a cross combo, right? That was sort of like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit type movie, right? With live action and animation in a way, right? Interesting. Ryan Reynolds is hot, says Leticia Stutz. I definitely see that. I definitely agree with you to a degree. He is, by the way, guys, I don't have it here to show you, but if you guys love Ryan Reynolds, He is in an incredibly underrated and underseen movie called Buried, Buried, from 2010. And this movie is such an insane film. It's literally one of the only films I've ever seen that is truly shot in one location. And he is a American that is over in Iraq who gets captured, and we never see this. We never see him getting captured, and he's buried alive beneath the ground. And that's where the movie starts. And it never leaves. It always stays in the coffin. You literally never leave the coffin with Ryan Reynolds for 90 minutes, and he holds the camera. It is never boring whatsoever. It is so claustrophobic. If you like if you're easily disturbed, if claustrophobia is something for you, I maybe don't watch this. Maybe don't watch this movie. But man, oh man, do they find really interesting ways to keep the camera moving and make it interesting. But because you would think that it's impossible to film a movie entirely in a coffin, but they do it. And Ryan Reynolds I think that's his best performance. So Buried, Buried from 2010, very underrated. Stream that shit. Let's see here. Leaf Chapman, and it didn't feel like the Pokemon world. Oh, interesting. It felt like our world with Pokemon copy and pasted into it. Definitely odd. Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't going to check it out anyway, but I just wanted to see what like Pokemon fans like yourself thought about it. You need to watch. Oh my God, I can't. I'm not even going to try to say that because I will definitely butcher it. You need to watch something, one of my favorites. Also, Attack on Titan. Yes, I do remember you saying that as well. K-Bob, anime is not the greatest. Thank you, man. I mean, look, I'm not here to shit on anime. It's just not my cup of tea, you know? And there's a quote that I love. I forget who said it, but when people say that, like, it's not my cup of tea. Someone came up with a quote that says, and guess what? Tea is not someone's cup of tea. You know what I mean? So that's a really cool quote. I'm butchering it, but it's something along those lines. It's not my cup of tea. Well, guess what? Tea is not somebody's cup. It's not my cup of tea. Well, guess what? Sometimes tea isn't the person's cup of tea. There you go. There you go. Jesus Christ. Can we get an applause for that? Thank you. Thank you. I got through the joke. Jesus Christ. All right. Cut that shit out. Cut it out. Let's see here. Kawaii Naya. I hate movies made into 3D with animation. It looks odd almost always. Made into 3D with animation. What do you mean? What do you mean? I hate movies made into 3D with animation. Like, you're not just talking about 3D movies, right? You're like 3D movies are okay. Like, you're talking about, I guess, something like Detective Pikachu. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Taylor, I'll second whatever that word is. I'm only a few episodes in, and it's great. There you go. There you go, guys. Caleb, you're missing out on life, my dude. And then they're both just kind of rock music forever at Kawaii Naya. Have you seen whatever that is, made by the same creator of whatever that is? I love that anime. Marco and Polo. There we go, guys. Marco and Polo. These last three are really weird. I don't know exactly where I would use them. So I'm going to play one. One is like, it sounds like a Twilight Zone kind of thing right here. Where would I use that? Like, tell me where I would use that sound effect. There's this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys heard that one. We'll get rid of that for a second. You have to let it play through. Those are the crickets. And then there's another one that I forget what it is. All right, here we go. Actually, I kind of like that one. That's sort of like I have arrived. So like when someone new pops in the chat room that has never been on a stream, I think I'll do that. So I guess for because I don't see them still commenting, I guess I'll do this for Karina. Welcome to the live stream. Imagination. Yeah, pretty cool. Definitely that I'm definitely getting rid of that one. But I think I like all the other ones. But then what's really cool, so I have 8 sound effects, right? So I have 8 different buttons, but because there's 8 of them, I have the option to switch over to another 8. So if you're good at math, 8 times 8 is what? 64, right? 64. So I have 64 potential sound effects that I can program on this device. Let's see here. This is awesome. You guys are chatting amongst yourselves. Hopefully, some virtual friends are going to be made here. I mean, obviously, the people that know each other in real life, you guys are friends, but the people that you're meeting here in the chat room, that's one of the reasons why I love doing these live streams, because hopefully that can happen. Leaf, she means the CGI Pokemon. If you said Polo, you a bic. That's this talk of animation reminds me of that new SpongeBob trailer with Keanu Reeves. Yes, double toasted. That is something that Leticia and I find hysterically funny. If you want to know what we're talking about, just type in on YouTube "double toasted SpongeBob SquarePants movie," and then I think the thumbnail you'll see Keanu Reeves in it. And Keanu Reeves plays like this tumbleweed in that movie, and they, of course, Double Toasted is like a comedy podcast, so they just pick apart that thing and how much his head is moving and fucking shit. It's so good, so good. Kawaii Nai, I haven't, but it looks interesting at Rock Music Forever 90. So definitely gonna give it a check out. There you go. David Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie. Oh, okay. Are you talking about Leaf? Were you trying to correct Leticia? Okay, yeah, because David Hasselhoff was in the first one, but Keanu Reeves is in this newest SpongeBob movie that just came out. Kawaii Nai, I recommend anyone who loves the concept of Zootopia to also watch Beastards. It's on Netflix and it revolves around the animal world. It's super cool. Huh. Alrighty. There you go. What's that show that everyone's like losing their shit over? Tiger King? I know Taylor was telling me about it. And then, of course, after I did that stream, scrolling through Facebook, just endless shit of Tiger King kept coming up. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the shit? Oh, by the way, Leticia, I think I said this on a recent podcast, not on a live stream, but I don't have access to Netflix, and I believe it's because of our fallout that you took me off of your Netflix account. And I can't say that I disagree with you. But I'm not able to sign into Netflix. So I'm just saying, but damn, this got awkward again. All right, turn that shit off. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Eddie. LMFAO. I love the sound effects. Yeah, especially that last one, right? It's like it just sounds like a imagination kind of thing. And then of course, it's like an intro. So anybody that I'm not familiar with that pops into these live streams for the first time, that's definitely what they're getting. So feel honored, maybe if you want to, that you were essentially the first person to get that. So here we go. Let's see. Why do I keep doing the Wicked Witch? Kawaii Naya, cool. Shades, says Rock Music Forever. Kawaii Naya, your new setup is so nice. I'm happy for you that you have a much. Wait, hold on, where'd it go? I'm so happy for you that you have a much better setup. Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. It's definitely awesome. It's still always a work in progress. I got to get some soundproofing because I don't know if you guys can hear it in here, but depends. I guess where I am in the room, there's sort of like an echo because there's not a lot of shit on the walls. So I got to put some soundproofing stuff on this. So yeah. That's that. But thank you for commenting because I really do love this new setup. It's awesome, and I love that I'm using my mic and the audio is hopefully 10 times better than the previous live stream. Oliver Mercer, have you seen the film Fracture with Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling? It's a must-watch if you haven't seen it yet. I feel like every movie you ask me if I've seen, I really haven't, but I haven't seen that one. I do know the one you're talking about. Like if you were just to have said, "Have you seen Fracture?" I would have been like, oh, is that the one with Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling? Because I'm familiar with it to that degree. You know what I mean? But I have not seen Fracture Oliver, and I just have a growing list of movie recommendations. So I can't tell you that I'm going to add it to it, but maybe down the road, ask me again, and I'll be like, oh, okay, let me add it to the list there. Leaf Chapman not correcting, just saying. Okay, sweet. Kawhi Naya, Tiger King. Man, that shit was crazy. Yeah, it seems like everyone loves this show. And then isn't the guy in jail or something? Like the main guy, he's like in jail in real life. Crazy. Taylor, yes, Tiger King. I watched all of it. Carol Baskin is the reason for coronavirus. Jesus Christ, is that a person in the show? That's crazy. I sent that meme to my mom, huh? I had her watch it. Leticia starts, excuse me? I kicked everyone off, so everyone that had the password could log back in, but if you didn't, you couldn't, and that's when you unplugged the damn thing. Hold on, I got okay, so you kicked everyone off, okay. So everyone that had the password could log back in, yes, but if you didn't, you couldn't, and that's when you unplugged the damn thing. I don't know what you're talking about with unplug the damn thing. But that's cool. I'm just letting you know because I did try to go back on there and check out a show. And I was like, God damn, fucking Leticia. Fucking Leticia. She fucking took me off this fucking shit. But then, of course, I know why she fucking took me off this fucking shit. Fuck. Let's see here. It's getting really, really fucking awkward. It's getting to this degree. Leaf Chapman, Jaylene just brought us pizza. Damn. What the fuck? Are you at home or yeah. Jesus Christ. Of course you are. You're at home. Damn, what kind? I don't know. It's in a bag. She just got off. That's so cool. I'd love to get Jaylene in this chat room. Is there anything in my nose? I'm gonna come closer to the camera. I feel like there's something in my nose, but let me know if you see anything like kind of dangling in my nose because I feel like there is, and I just want to make sure I get it out. I didn't see anything. Let me know. Did you guys? Ow. Let me know. Did you guys see anything? I didn't see anything. So yeah, guys, that's fucking sweet, man. It's so cool that you guys are. I always say it, but I really do mean it. That it's so cool that you guys are tuning in. And you ever feel like you like something's crawling on you, and then you look, and then usually for me, nothing's crawling on me. I had Danielle get me Starbucks. Oh yeah. You guys seriously. I know Danielle wants to come on the podcast. She's mentioned that to me. She's like, Eddie, I want to come on your podcast. And I'm like, all right, come the fuck on. And she's like, but I want to do it with Karina. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you guys are best friends. Jesus, what, you and I just can't do a podcast? What the fuck, Danielle? And no, I didn't say that. But yeah, so she wants to come on the podcast. She wants I guess you to come on so she feels more comfortable. And I don't know why, but I feel like I'm pretty easygoing. But anyways, you guys are like best friends, and I find it fascinating how quickly you guys became best friends. So, god damn, I feel like there is something in my nose. Okay. So yeah, definitely come on. Come on with the come on. I got 3 microphones, so we can definitely make that happen. Since I can't go on the property, LMAO. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You traveled to another country to have a vacation. You did it, and then you come back, and then it's like everyone doesn't want anything to do with you for 2 weeks. We're like, oh, welcome back. Now back the fuck up. Don't come any fucking closer. Okay? I know you went to Brazil. Okay? I know you flew. Okay? And you might potentially have the flu. Okay? So back the fuck up. But it's great to see you. She's my soul sister, and now she's ha-haing. I hope you're laughing with me, not at me. Move, bitch. You got coronavirus. Oh, shit. You got coronavirus. We ain't fitting to do shit with this coronavirus. I ain't fitting to take a trip with this coronavirus. Fun fact, we should really be calling it COVID-19 because a coronavirus is sort of like the analogy I use. Coronavirus is like the Toyota or the Honda, right? It's essentially the company. There's so many different types of coronavirus. COVID-19 is the Corolla or the Civic. You know what I mean? So you have Toyota and then Corolla, Honda, Civic. So we really should be calling it COVID-19. And okay, Bet, I can't wait to get back on your podcast. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking sweet. That episode did really well. The one that you did with myself and I, if that makes any sense. But of course, that was back in the day, man. When man, it is crazy when I look back on the progress of this podcast because there were times when I was using the built-in mic on my fucking laptop that which just sounded like absolute dog ass. And then, of course, I went to one microphone, which is the microphone you're using now, Karina. And it sounded a little better. But of course, you can't beat this. This is what a podcast should be. This is a podcast right here. Every guest has one of these because you can't beat this. A podcast is supposed to sound like I'm literally in both your ears at the same time. If you're using headphones, like I'm two inches away from you. That's what it's supposed to sound like. Really personal. And it didn't sound that way with the one mic in the middle of the table and then everyone talked, you know? So, but yeah, now we got the setup. We got the setup, man. We got the setup. My next investment is going to be headsets for everybody because it's so cool. You can actually hear yourself in the headsets. So you can kind of know how loud or not loud you are. You know what I mean? So it's really, really fucking sweet. Kawaii and I, Danielle's dog is actually in love with me. Yeah, she always does the stuff on Snapchat with her dog that I see and looks crazy. That looks like a crazy dog. I'm not really a dog guy. I mean, I'll take a dog over a cat any day of the week. I just think cats are too sneaky and they just kind of sleuth around and they look at you and then they just go back to whatever they're doing. I don't get a sense of love from a cat. Like, I just don't feel like they love. You get that from a fucking dog. I did have a pet turtle at one point in my life. And that was really fun, really challenging, honestly, to keep a pet turtle alive. I'm just telling you guys because you have to get the right lamp, right? So this was when I was with my ex-girlfriend. We were like, ooh, because we were just walking through the flea market and came across a booth that has pet turtles for sale for like $20. And we were just like, and that's it. And we were just like, okay, let's get a pet turtle. We weren't even equipped to have a pet turtle, but we fucking did it because it looked cute. And then of course you pull it out of the thing and then you like can put it on you and it'll just walk around and it feels like a little prickly sensation going up your arm. So we fell in love with her. We named her Gracie. And I think that was because that was a character on The Walking Dead. And that was sort of our mutual thing, my ex-girlfriend and I. So we were like, ooh, Gracie. Gracie sounds like a good name. So we named her Gracie and we brought her home and we used a normal lamp. And you really shouldn't use a normal lamp. There's a special kind of lamp that a pet turtle and a lot of other animals require. It's like a special UV lamp. And so that's one reason why I think she died prematurely. I think something happened, and I'm still not sure to this day, but something happened where her eyes would not open. I don't know if she got an infection. I don't know if she got coronavirus. To make light of it, seriously, like her eyes would not open. And of course, she was like a little baby turtle, so she was still learning. But all of a sudden, now her eyes aren't opening at all. And of course, if she can't see her food, she's not eating it. So we would put right in front of her. We'd be like, Gracie, here's your food. And nothing happens. So I guess she just died from not eating. So it's really sad. And then we buried her at a waterfront park because it's close to like a canal kind of thing. So she's close to the water, you know. We weren't just gonna like throw her in the water. All right, see you, Gracie. Yeah, that would have been really cruel, even though she was dead. So we did bury her, and we called it a day. And yeah, that was that. So crazy. But who all is still watching? Because we've been going, dude. I seriously, I had no clue. Time just flew by. We've been going for 2 hours. That's insane. So we're gonna kind of we're gonna wind down here because I think 2 hours is a good live stream. Anything longer than that is just like Jesus fucking Christ. And I usually save that shit for podcasts. Ooh, Cybergana, you just now tuned in. We've been going for like 2 hours, but R.I.P. Gracie. Welcome. You're not new here. Like you've been in the chat room before, but I'm gonna give this to you. Welcome, Cybergana. Cool. Let's see here. Leaf Chapman, steal the dog, bring it to my house. I will find you, and I will steal you. And then I'll bring you back. Oliver Mercer, I'm still here, dude. Awesome. You guys were just listening to my story. You were like in Billy Madison when the teacher is reading the story of the little dog that got lost, and they're all just on the ground, and they're all just looking up. And then, of course, Adam Sandler is listening to the story, and he's not understanding some of the shit. And he's like, whoa, hold on. The part of the story that I don't understand is why the boy didn't go looking for him sooner. If your dog is lost, you don't just look for an hour and then call it quits. You get your ass out there and you find that fucking dog. I think did I just spit on the microphone? I don't think I did. I'm looking. 1 second. Did I? I can't see. No. Okay, I didn't. But yeah, that's a fun little moment there from Billy Madison. Leaf Chapman, we're half watching, talking to Jaylene too. What's going on, Jaylene? What's going on? Shout out to Jaylene. Wish she could be in the chat room here, but hopefully she's watching. I don't know if you guys mean like you're chatting like digitally, like text, or if she is in person. That'd be so cool. What's going on, Jaylene? Shout out to Jaylene. Let's see here. Cybergana, wowza, glad to catch the end. Yes, sending much love as well. That sounds like a plan, Leaf. Bet. Cybergana, too much on to catch the start. Sorry, thank you for the jingle tinkles. That's what they're called, jingle tinkles. I love it. That's it. Anybody that's new is getting a jingle tinkle. I got to say that a few more times so it sticks in the mind. And so for future live streams, I won't forget what that, like, I'll be like, oh, what the fuck was that word that was, oh, God damn it. Cybergana, where are you? What's the word? I don't want that to happen. Jingle tinkle, jingle tinkle, jingle tinkle, jingle tinkle. Say that 5 times. No, she's here, laughing my ass off. Oh, what's going on, Jaylene? My sister from another mister. Good to see you. Well, I mean, I can't see you, but good to see you seeing me, seeing you, seeing me. That's awesome. What's going on? Jaylene was on the podcast. Jaylene was on, we did a lot of Disney talk back when you could go to Disney. Yeah, she was great. She took me to this like Puerto Rican, deli or bakery or something. It wasn't great. And now with COVID-19, I ain't going near that shit. Okay. I'm just saying, I ain't going near it. I'm staying away. Okay. And it's nothing against Puerto Rican, because guess what? Your man is Puerto Rican. It's nothing against Puerto Rican. So it just still didn't look very cleanly to me. And I don't know. I don't know if I can know. But that's great, man. That's great that you're hanging out with Jay to the lean. Jaylene. Well, look, guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I was able to kind of make this whole self-quarantining, staying at home, alone together thing a little easier to get through. Hopefully you had some entertaining moments throughout this stream. I know I definitely did. You guys all tuning in and making me laugh in the chat room, and it's been great. So it seems like I've been doing an every other day kind of thing with the live streams, but my next live stream is not going to be until this coming Tuesday. Okay, so today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow I'm just It's a completely off day for me. I'm literally doing nothing. I'm taking Sunday to do nothing. And then Monday I have 2 podcasts scheduled. I'm actually going to be a guest on one podcast, and I'm having a really good friend come on later in the day, around like 9 p.m. On my podcast. Her name is Crystal, and she lives in Chicago. So she's coming on. So I'm doing 2 podcasts on Monday, so I can't do a live stream then. So I have to push it to Tuesday. So I will definitely 100%, unless something happens, I will see you guys this coming Tuesday. Of course, I'll post about it, and you guys will know. But it'll be around the same time. 7:30 seems to be a pretty good time for everybody. So I will see you this Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the YouTube channel. If you're not already, you know what you should do. That way you don't miss any of these, updates or anything, and you get the notifications and all that shit. So do that. That would be awesome. Leave comments, likes, dislikes, whatever the fuck you want to do. It doesn't matter to me. And yeah, you guys all rule. So having said that, stay safe, guys. Stay healthy. Wash your hands for a minimum of 20 seconds. Avoid large crowds. Don't go clean up beaches just yet. Save that for when COVID-19 is done. And we're all going to get through this, because tonight we were #at home together. You guys rock. I'll talk to you guys soon.